So we'll begin with a question about older adults. How does your platform for older adults speak to the specific needs of Black seniors, many of whom face food and housing insecurity, working in low-wage jobs, leading to limited retirement funds, and need culturally appropriate care, as well as our utmost respect as elders in our community?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think one of the best ways we can respect our elders is to actually invest in properly community-based care. So many people want to age at home, and due to staffing shortages, it becomes very challenging to receive care at home. And part of what's creating the staffing shortages is the nurses, PSWs, and frontline healthcare workers who work in community healthcare are the lowest paid. And so having wage parity, and they oftentimes tend to be women and racialized women, so having wage parity across the system to ensure the people who care for our loved ones are properly paid and cared for is critical to improving care. Big supporters for those who need access to long-term care, that we have long-term care in place, and it's culturally appropriate long-term care when it comes to food choices, cultural programming, etc., to make sure there are spaces and places in long-term care that feel like home, because that is your home, and it should feel like home. And then finally, one of my biggest concerns for elders is that an increasing number of people experiencing homelessness are seniors, and people deserve better. And so one of the reasons the Ontario Greens have made such a commitment in our platform to build 300,000 deeply affordable nonprofit co-op and supportive homes is to ensure that everyone in Ontario has a safe, affordable place to live. A lot of people don't realize that 93% of the deeply affordable homes built in Ontario were built before 1995. And that's been 30 years of underinvestment. It's time to change that, because everyone deserves the human right to an affordable, safe place to live.
It's one of the great tragedies, right, of where we're at right now, I think, after 7 years of the Ford Conservatives, is that our elders are losing their homes. I meet people all the time in every corner of this province who've lost their homes or who are on the verge of that and are not getting the support they need. And then to add to that, the lack of culturally appropriate care for so many people. But that food and housing insecurity, which we know is disproportionately experienced in some communities, particularly in Black communities, a lot of our programs like the grocery rebate, building more affordable, accessible homes for people is going to be really critical to addressing, I think, the needs of our elders. We've also got a seniors home safety grant to help people to adapt so they can stay in their homes longer, and a monthly caregiver benefit for families who are caring for loved ones at home, making it, I hope, easier for people to age at home safely with reliable access to those home care needs. A lot of the other things that we talk about that be more specific, I think, are attracting and matching long-term care and home care workers to communities where they have a shared culture and also shared language. Those are really important points, I think, that we make in our platform, which I don't know if we see in some of the other parties' platforms, but it's really, a key part of working with and supporting communities and community-based organizations to support seniors with culturally appropriate care, and to work with and also empower the organizations that are already doing this really important work.